Sticks and Stones podcast. You are now listening to Sticks and Stones podcast.
He was born ready.
Was born in the darkness. What's happening, party people? Welcome back to an all-new episode of the
Sticks and Stones
podcast. This is episode Trace 33.
You really need to work on your Spanish, man.
We got hit up pretty hard for not having anybody
Last week,
for like 32. I got text about it.
I got a text about it from
So-
Neves. And he also texted me about how I put the World Series and the Astros were leading 1-0 when they didn't win the first game. It was actually the shitty-ass Atlanta Braves.
That's not even something I would have called it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you got too much fucking time on your hands.
Yeah. I don't really baseball, so.
I don't baseball. But, yeah, this episode we've got Larry Bird,
A ton.
Scottie Pippen,
Fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Shaq at one time,
Yep.
Patrick Ewing, your boy Frank Robinson,
Yep.
Patrick Roy,
Tony Dorsett.
Roger Craig.
Alonzo Mourning. I haven't heard that name in a long ass time.
Grant, I don't tie my
Great.
shoes, Hill.
I haven't heard that name in forever either. Mike Piazza.
Yeah, Piazza.
That dude's a beast.
Yeah,
You want to talk about a
Alfonso,
catch? It's still probably one of the best catchers ever.
besides Pudge, yeah.
Yeah. I don't baseball, but I know Mike Piazza.
Yeah.
Piazza.
Piazza.
My fault. My fault.
Alfonso Soriano, Charles Peanut Tillman,
Mm-hmm.
Jose Canseco, Chris
Yeah.
Draper, an NHL
Yeah,
four-time Stanley Cup winner.
Some legends on here.
Scott Rowland,
Out of this list, who do you think is the most legendary, though?
Shaq. Well,
Read my
Shaq
mind.
and Scottie Pippen.
Nah, it's definitely Shaq. Read
And then
my mind.
Larry Bird probably second. Yeah.
You want to talk about a business, dude? What doesn't Shaq have his hands in?
Yeah. But is he broke?
I doubt.
I mean,
no.
he makes a lot of money on TV
Did you
anyway.
see? No, but did you see his post about, like, a recent post he had about his kids being upset with him because every time they talk about having money, he's like, "No, y'all aren't rich. I'm rich."
It's true.
Which
He ain't wrong.
no, exactly.
I mean,
So-
tell me where he lied.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm sure it's that Shaq has. He's got oil money, man. He's got. He's
Got
like
oil
a American
money.
chic. You know what I mean?
Huh? That's true.
That's
I mean, he's made a lot of money.
everything. I mean,
And
he got
in
a
his
piece
career-
of the TV stuff from West Coast Chop, or what was it? West Coast Customs.
What did he do over there?
So the actual company West Coast Customs, as many vehicles as they've done for him, and like the TV publicity they got
Mm-hmm.
off of doing some of his car, as well as other celebrities. He would get. I don't know if he was getting kickbacks for it, but he was basically getting all this like tens of thousands of dollars worth of custom work done, and not having to pay like what everybody else would pay for it. I mean, it's Shaq. If he's taking his cars there,
Right.
everybody's going to.
Well, I mean, he's fucking 7 foot, so
Right.
he's got
So,
a little.
He's a sheriff still.
Oh yeah, him and fucking the old action movie dude, Steven Seagal. That dude literally doesn't know how to do shit.
The Steven Seagal videos are the best, though. But Steven Seagal had a TV show with him being a sheriff down there in Louisiana. It was wild. It was basically like watching a civilian ride along. You know what I mean?
Civilian.
You know what I mean? Like when you as a civilian, any of us can ask to do a ride along with a cop. A lot of people don't know that, but that's a thing. So you could go to your local police station and be like, "Hey, I want to do a ride along." They might tell you no because of COVID right now, because that's an excuse, but that's a thing. Like you can do ride alongs with cops.
Right.
So that's basically what it seemed like when he was on that show as a deputy.
You ever see the movie The Chase with Tiger's Blood boy? You know what I'm talking about? Not Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen.
No.
You never seen that old 90s movie?
I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't remember it.
They do a ride along with Henry Rollins and I forget the other dude. The fat dude from Billy Madison who dresses up as a wrestler. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's Henry Rollins and that dude. They're in a car, and they're doing like a ride along, like a Cops episode with them.
Mm-hmm.
And Henry Rollins is like fucking legendary hardcore.
Right.
But he plays himself essentially as a cop, and they chase Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen, because he's a wanted fugitive, and he holds up a gas station after they find out that he was a former fugitive with a candy bar.
I'm sure I've seen this movie.
Yeah. But he takes a old girl, I forget her name, some 90s actress, and they go on a chase for the whole movie. The whole movie's filmed in the car.
Sounds like Speed with Keanu Reeves.
It was before Speed, actually.
Yeah. That would have. Oh yeah, that would have definitely been before Speed.
But it was a comedy movie.
Right. Speed was kind of funny, in a bad way.
I mean, you can't go below 55. That's a great movie, dude. I love that movie.
I don't feel like it was one of Keanu Reeves' best.
It was a good action movie.
Yeah.
I mean, for the 90s, it was a great action movie.
One of my favorite older, like mid-90s movies is still Heat. That movie was.
That was late 80s, wasn't it?
No, Heat was early 90s.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
That was the pinnacle of like bank robbing.
Well, it's the greatest heist movie ever made.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. So I mean,
With
I still watch it.
Close second in the town.
Ugh. It's not bad. It's not bad. Town's not bad.
Oh, now you're coming to your senses. What's going on here?
Noah Fant.
It's Fant, dude.
Noah Fan. Doesn't matter. Plays for the Broncos. We'll get you nowhere.
Oh, there we go. We got the update through my phone or my computer you just heard. But either way, Deshaun Jackson was released from the Rams because he didn't want to play for us anymore.
Trade deadline.
Yeah, today
until
at
I
4
started
o'clock.
getting updates today, which means
your boys traded Melvin Ingram.
Which again, did you see what Tomlin said about it though? I'd rather have a volunteer than a hostage. Which I mean, listen. So here's what Melvin Ingram's problem was. Melvin Ingram was upset and said, "I want to be traded because his play time wasn't as high as he felt it should be." Well, here's the deal: you're on an NFL football team, so if you're not getting play time, there's only one place you should look.
Well, that's a mark of a good coach too.
Well, right, okay, but here's the thing: you don't see T.J. Watt coming off the field.
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
because he plays well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He feels like he should be out there just as much as T.J. Watt, and all this other shit like that.
And TJ also does well in every facet of the game. He can play coverage.
Exactly.
He does what he needs to do.
Exactly. So
and it's a hard pill to swallow when you're told that you can't.
He didn't play this last weekend. Didn't miss him.
How old is he? Pretty old, right?
He's older. Yeah, he's only got a couple years left. Like this will be his last.
You traded him to the Broncos?
No, nope.
Kansas City, yeah, Kansas City.
Kansas City, which will probably be his last home. So
have fun going nowhere.
Yeah, the Chiefs aren't going to be doing shit.
They may make it as a wild card, but I doubt
It'll be tight, and even if they do make it as a wild card, I mean,
are they doing anything?
No,
probably not.
I don't see it happening.
Maybe
we called that at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I called that week 2. Jump off that bandwagon.
Yeah. So
the Chief chain is over.
Yeah, and I don't know whose fault it is. I don't necessarily know you can blame Patrick Mahomes, but it's just it's all bad. They're cursed because of his brother. So
and his wife.
His wife, yeah, she's doing
on TikTok,
nothing, doing nothing for the team.
Did you saw? No, I didn't tag you in it. I didn't send it to you guys in the chat either. Man, it was bad. Either way, I mean, she's up to her regular Michael Jordan cologne activity shit. So. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down?
Mm-hmm. It's no good for the brand.
His brother
needs
to go.
No good at all for the brand. Did you see the thing? I'm looking up hitmen to fucking kill his brother.
Are you serious?
No, it's not real news, but it was like a fake article.
Meme,
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like somebody was actually
looking for a hitman to whack his brother.
Huh? That's not a surprise.
I mean,
that video I sent you of them at the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it'd be hard to put up with.
Yeah, I'd be like, can we not fucking have a phone on for like a meal? Just a meal. That's all I'm
It'll get to the
asking.
point to where he'll have to say something about it.
He's gonna have to distance himself for sure, because
Maybe
that's the only
cut
way
old
he
girl
survives.
loose.
Well, she's gonna get that Russell Wilson treatment. Remember that?
Yeah.
The old memes of her all like freaking out because she thought she hit the lotto.
Yep.
And then Sierra came along, and that was a wrap for old girl. Back to Wisconsin you go.
Pretty much.
But no, as far as NFL stuff and related, there was some big trades, obviously. If you haven't paid attention, Von Miller got traded to the Rams. I've heard a lot of shit. I can't root for y'all. It's hard to root for you. You guys get everybody. This is fucking bullshit.
It really doesn't change anything as far as I'm concerned. As far as like if you're gonna root for the Rams or not, it's like.
Well, yeah. I agree with you there. I mean, you can't be jumping on our train now.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, we're talking about Von Miller here, so.
Hey, man, there's some prime.
Ever since his issues in the spotlight and whatnot. And
What spotlight?
him with old girl, baby mama, and stuff like that, telling her to get an abortion, all that other stuff. You remember that?
I mean, that's his business.
You don't remember that?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Who are we talking about? Who?
I don't know.
That Brittany Renner chick or whatever?
No clue.
Well,
I just remember it was a couple years ago.
I mean, he's on that future activity, man. He's on that future cologne activity.
Yeah, he's on something.
He's a future cowboy cologne activity.
He has a farm.
Oh yeah, I bet it's hard to leave Colorado.
I'm sure.
That's
To
a
go to
beautiful state.
California versus Colorado. Yeah.
Hey, it just depends on where you buy some land in California.
I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live there.
No, the taxes are astronomical.
Yeah. So
It's a failed state.
I got a question, and this was
Hit me
just
with it.
something that popped in my head when I was watching sports stuff.
Sports ball.
Are the Rams to blame for the man Richie Incognito was? Because
So
that's where he
was
started life at professionally.
He started professionally in St. Louis,
Right.
which, okay, we're talking St. Louis, Missouri, to Los Angeles, California. Have you ever been to Earth City, Missouri?
Maybe pass through. I don't know.
Have you ever been to St. Louis, Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty fucking shitty, right?
Yeah, St. Louis is dog shit.
All right. Richie Incognito was racist and a piece of shit before he got to St. Louis, Missouri.
Who knows?
I don't know. Where did he go? Where did he go to college? Do you know?
No clue. I just know he started out as a Rams and then went to the Dolphins.
Do you remember Kyle Turley,
Oh, yeah.
the helmet thrower?
Yeah.
When
He was wild, too.
Yeah, he was.
He was off the chain.
You know who he kind of looks like? Greg Olson.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't they look alike? If Greg Olson turned and grew his hair out,
Yes, they do look very similar.
they got that big ass fucking
Greg Olson ain't
face.
got no hair.
No, not now.
It's gross.
I mean, he's on Fox. He's a broadcaster now.
Mm-hmm.
He does Thursday night games. But Kyle Turley was a wild man. If you ain't ever seen that highlight, I encourage you to type it into your little YouTube search bar. Kyle Turley throws helmet.
Yeah.
I believe it was on a goal line run, and they were doing something to Aaron Brooks under the pile, and he just fucking went ballistic.
Mm-hmm.
That was pure comedy.
Yep.
Sports at its finest.
But I don't know. I think I was watching something. They were talking about Incognito, and I assume it had something to do with like all the stuff that's going on in the league right now with like Gruden. And you
But he
notice
still plays.
once they popped Gruden and got rid of him, how quiet stuff got.
Well, it ain't quiet in Las Vegas today. Did you see what he did? Or did Henry Ruggs did?
Yeah, I don't know. Sent the thing.
Yeah, you sent
R.I.P.,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean, not that's
but the race stuff,
right? As far as Gruden goes, that whole situation, as soon as he got fired, let go, resigned, whatever you want to call it, nothing. You've heard nothing. You probably won't hear anything.
the NFL quelled, we'll say, the investigation.
Yeah.
They said if you were watching Sports Center, that's the only time I ever saw anything after he was fired. Like 3 or 4 days afterwards, they said that no one else will be investigated and no one else will be implicated.
Which is which is nonsense.
Right. I agree.
So
you know that because that whole article about him getting pictures from the Washington football team, so you know that's from his brother because his brother used to coach the Washington football Redskins at the time.
Yeah.
And the owner of the Redskins, Dan Snyder, is the biggest piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not a great person either.
He's also probably he's racist. I'm just gonna say that.
Never met him. I don't know.
I've heard things. I've heard a lot of articles about him.
I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying I don't know because I've never met him.
He's super against changing the name till he finally had to. He said that it carried a lot of weight, which is fine, whatever.
Yeah, man, I don't think they should change the name either, but I'm not racist.
No. I'm not saying that's an implication to him being racist. I'm saying there's more to it. There's a lot of stories with what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude don't give a fuck. He's in it for the dollar.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
For sure.
He's made a lot of money from the name, the team. I mean, that organization is one of those organizations that's like the Lions. They just don't give a fuck about winning.
Well,
the rivalry between them is them and winning.
Yeah.
From, you know.
I could see that.
They have a anti-winning, just we're not gonna do anything, all winning. Now, that's not a culture here.
It's weird how some organizations are set up because it's like you have them, you have the Lions. It's like, who knows what the hell's going on there? And then you have, so for the Bengals keep getting, in my opinion, lucky with some of the people they're getting on their crew with some of their picks, right? Because here's the deal,
good drafting.
They're good drafting because they're always in that right spot to draft a good first rounder.
A top spot doesn't always encourage that it's going to be a good player.
True, but it has worked out.
The past two.
What does their organization not do? Spend money on
free agents.
They don't have a fucking scout team. They won't spend money on the team. They won't get it's
They're the only team in the NFL that doesn't have a indoor practice facility. Sorry, indoor.
Why the fuck not in Ohio? Why wouldn't you?
Right. On the banks of the river, which is even worse.
Wouldn't you?
Right. They have to use UC's indoor practice facility.
Embarrassing, son.
It's pretty embarrassing. Mike Brown's a cheap fuck. There was always rumors about, like 3 years ago, the Patriots inquired about AJ Green.
Yeah.
And this was when AJ was like having a decent year, but you could see the writing was on the wall that I think Marvin Lewis was still there. Mm-hmm. And or either it was the first year of,
I think it was the last Marvin Lewis's last year.
Yeah.
Or Harris or whatever the hell his name is.
Marvin Jim or whatever.
What is it?
Marvin Lewis. God
Marvin
damn it,
Lewis.
You're fucking me.
My
up.
bad.
Anyways, there was rumors that the Patriots inquired about AJ Green and they were willing to give a second or maybe even a first, but Mike Brown was on vacation and missed the call.
Do you remember that? We was going in on everybody.
And like the writing was on the wall that the Bengals weren't doing anything. AJ was in his twilight years, so why not get a second or a first from the Patriots?
Right.
The team that always is willing to give up picks because they always stockpile free agents or either through trade. They don't really draft guys that much. Mm-hmm. They have here recently, but there for a while it was just go get proven talent, and that's what they were trying to do. But Mike Brown just didn't give a shit.
Which I don't know. You can't always make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and that's what I think he expects that organization's like general manager and head coach.
I gave you a stadium,
right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, obviously the Bengals are not in the same position that the Redskins or the Jets or the Lions are in or anything like that.
Right.
Funny that I bring up the Jets and talking about the Bengals.
I mean,
How do you expect to sit here and say something about being at the top of your division when you can't go out and beat the fucking Mike? You can't go out and beat White Mike and the Jets.
hey, man, shit happens, dude.
You know what I mean? I mean, Michael White.
I agree with
Michael
you.
White?
That's a bad
White
loss.
Mike? Michael, yeah. What? Well, I mean, come on.
It's a terrible loss.
the
You shouldn't be losing to the Jets. But there's
How do
also,
you-
come on now.
How do you?
Let's
allow
talk about the questionable call here.
it? What's that?
The head-to-head bullshit call at the end of the game. It was 3rd and 16.
Uh-huh.
They throw it. Mike Smith, whatever, White Mike, whatever you want to call him, White Chocolate, doesn't matter. Captain check down, throws it down to the running back.
Captain check down.
The running back lowers his head, and the DB clearly was going at his knees.
Yeah.
But then somehow it's always on the defense. And I'm a defensive guy.
The rules is the rules.
No. The rule is actually written that if a running back or a receiver lowers his head,
Yeah. That's true.
that is a foul on the offensive player. And that even came back out, like I believe the NFL reviewed it and they were like, yeah, that should have been the other way.
Right. No,
But
they
either
didn't.
way, you shouldn't have been in that position.
No, if you lose a game because of a bad call, you weren't in the position to win the game in the first place.
Well, you just can't be in the position to have a bad call ruin your game.
Right.
So, don't lose the fucking game to the Jets. Now, I'm still taking them to win the division.
Hey, listen.
But the Browns,
listen.
the Browns are done.
Hey, listen. You're making a mistake.
The Browns are done. You
Hey,
ain't making the playoffs.
You know who's not. You know who's not
bro.
done.
Bro,
Hey,
you're
listen,
done.
You know who's not
What is
done.
your overall record? 4-4.
Nah, bro.
What is it?
We just had a bye week, so we're 4-3.
4-3. Yeah.
You know what the next games look like?
What's the next game?
Literally sledding downhill.
What's the next game?
Literally sledding downhill.
I need to hear the next
fucking
game.
Bears. And then there's another team. No, bro, the Bears.
All right.
A
All
rookie
right.
quarterback.
Huh?
Rookie quarterback.
Hey,
the
I'm
Bears.
just saying.
Hey.
It ain't gonna be no cakewalk that you think it is.
I'm not saying it'll be a cakewalk, but
Okay.
hey,
Where's it at? Is it in Chicago?
no.
Okay, good.
There's
That
another
helps.
team. There's another dog shit team after the Bears.
You got the Titans lined up?
That's later in the season.
It might not be good then. He might be back.
He's not going to be back.
No, he ain't coming
So
back. I doubt he
there's
comes
him. The biggest in the next 4 games. The biggest challenge is the Chargers. And
yeah, that's
I
a-
don't have a lot of. Again, I struggle with putting faith in some of these West Coast teams.
If they got to come to
So-
Pittsburgh, for sure.
Right. So
And it's a 1:00 game.
right. So it's when I
No,
say
I'm not saying it's
when I say
over.
we're on that downhill coast for the next couple games,
Well,
things are looking
when do you play the Bengals again?
probably
late. Probably
it's
10.
gonna be late because we don't play the fucking Browns again until July 6th or January 6th.
July. I was like, God damn, son.
January 6th. You know how miserable.
That's the last week of the season.
No,
that-
that'll be second to last week.
No.
Yeah, it's our
Should be.
second to last game
Anyways.
because it's them and then the Ravens. I think.
Either way, we'll look here in a bit. Either way, I know it's an in-division game. The last week is always an in-division game now
Yeah.
because it's the way to keep the games and the season relevant to all the way at the end.
Right.
Also,
good
there's
Lord,
3
dude.
wild card teams now.
Pittsburgh in January.
There's also 3 wild card teams this year. Well, as of last year too. But we were talking about it at work. Do I think the Browns make it? I do not.
No,
I think the Browns are fucking finished.
they're falling apart piece by piece, man.
Well, it's not that they're falling apart.
they're
It's Baker Mayfield just can't. He cannot fucking do it.
hey,
Now here's my.
the
hang on.
wheels are falling off.
The wheels are falling off for Baker. I don't know about the rest of the team.
No,
If
but at
I
the same
was the
time, he's one
Browns-
that runs the team.
No.
He's the quarterback.
No, Kevin Stefanski and the fucking GM run the team.
Literally,
Don't
yes,
get
but
it
he
fucking
runs
twisted.
the offense.
It
He
don't
run-
matter. It don't matter. Go get the guy. Go
Who?
get the guy.
What guy?
Another quarterback.
No, they're not going to do that.
Bro. Why not? The Rams did it.
I'm saying this season. Obviously, they're not going to go get
Well,
somebody
yeah.
else.
Okay, so here's my
But-
next question because we were talking about this. So it was a 5th-year option for Baker. He was given the 5th-year option. He's paid $18 million next year.
Yeah.
Now, the reason he's already been given the option is because they signed him back in April. I think it was April 23rd, if I remember and reading it right. So he's already got that fucking done. Done deal. He's on your team next year.
Yeah.
Unless they trade him. But they ain't going to trade him because no one's taking $18 million
Not for that.
for that guy.
No.
Unless you give him a first rounder with him.
You said for that guy. No,
But
that's the thing is like,
Do
Go
they
ahead.
do they need to move on? Is it time to start? The ship has sailed. We're moving on.
I feel like that's the absolute hardest position to make that call on is going to be your quarterback because it's here. They're not in the same position that they've been in I don't know how many years with a quarterback. Where
I
it's
don't
like,
give a fuck.
But no, I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
give a fuck
I'm not
about
saying.
sitting.
But I'm saying like so you take into account. You know all the woes of their quarterback situation over the last like 15 years, right?
Okay,
Or
so
maybe
what?
20.
I don't define that it's now.
Well, no, I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm just saying I can see them being in a position where like it was an easy call because their quarterbacks were literally terrible.
I understand where you're coming from.
But I think, in my opinion, it'd be tough to hold on to for that money.
I don't. Well, you've already signed him.
Right. So then what do? You just ride it out another year.
You either write it out or either you trade that motherfucker with a first off to somewhere else
That'd be a tough choice too.
and
though.
go fuck that.
for a first
The
round.
team is all right. So here's my thinking. Look at the Chiefs. Let me put this in perspective for you. The Chiefs won a Super Bowl
Right.
2 years ago. They went to the Super Bowl again and lost.
Yeah.
And look at them now. The window of opportunity is so short because of many factors. One being the defense is shit for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
2, they revamped the offensive line. Why? Because Patrick Mahomes was signed to a 10-year buku fucking $1 billion deal. So, hey, guess what? We've got to make room for the next couple years till the cap starts to rise.
Right.
All right. So here's my thinking about all this. Baker ain't the guy. The writing's on the wall. You already know that. It's done. So why the fuck not be proactive instead of doing the same old bullshit that every team has? Well, we were really bad for 10 years and we got a guy that's okay and he's average and no, man. Fuck no. The rest of the team is A1 day one. They're ready to go. You got 2 number 1 running backs in the backfield. You've got OBJ, which I don't know if the dude still got it or if it's just Baker doesn't fucking know what he's doing.
If you're listening,
You got
and not
Jarvis.
watching, I'm shaking my head about the OBJ.
But I'm
thing.
just saying,
right.
the rest of the team is primed. The defense, I don't know what the fuck's going on that side of the ball. The scheme ain't working. Fix it. Fire the fucking defensive coordinator. Go get a new one. That's all you need to fix on that.
Well, yeah, because they have the players there as far as the defense goes.
So
they just
why
need a better
not
defensive coordinator.
start? Hey, Baker's on the block. I'll give you a first too for who's movable right now. Besides Deshaun Watson, because we ain't moving Deshaun because Deshaun likes to touch 22 other people. So.
Listen, I'm not so sure about that whole situation.
But I'm just saying, until it's figured
until
out.
it's cleared up, which won't be until after this season is over.
Right.
Just so everybody
I'm not-
knows, that nothing's going to come of his situation, and it's just going to float off into the mist as soon as this season's over.
Well,
I'm
till it's legally done, no one's gonna move because it's just too much. It's too much. There's too much ramifications if he does get implicated.
right.
You just wasted 2 picks, and now you have nothing, and you don't have Baker anymore. Okay,
Right.
so Deshaun's off the table, but why not start throwing out there? Hey, who's movable? Jimmy Garoppolo? Nope, we don't want him. That's trading shit for shit.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, who's out there? Because Baker ain't the fucking guy. Maybe that's just me because as a Rams fan, I was like, they fucking went out and did something that most teams wouldn't do, and that was basically give away the future of next year and a year after that, which we haven't had a first-round pick since Jared Goff, which who gives a shit. But then they go and get Von Miller. Okay, well, how the fuck did you guys do that? How are you fitting under the cap? Look, man, it's magic. I don't fucking know.
Listen, the cap is the cap, but at the same time, it doesn't matter what the cap is. If whoever your ownership is, you're always going to find the money to pay whoever you need to pay to build whatever team you need to build.
Well, somewhat. The cap is a cap.
Money is
NFL cap is
gonna
different.
Be there.
You can't go over the cap. Like,
the money's there.
This ain't the NBA.
The money's there.
No,
because there's a lot of high-paid people on that team.
Who? On what team?
The Rams.
No, there isn't, actually.
No.
I'll take you to Sports Pro contract right now. We looked it up.
I mean, it's just...
You think there's a lot of money. There's only Stafford, Donald, Ramsey. Mm-hmm. That's it on big contracts. The rest are on rookie or either their first contract. So the rest are not being paid.
Right.
Maybe Woods. Woods, I think, is up there, but that's like... he ain't asking for a lot.
Yeah.
But... That's also the reason they got Miller is because they have him on his last year and they're taking the remaining of the contract.
Right.
Which wasn't much from week 8 on.
Right.
Because he's on loan. Because this is his last year. But if I'm a Browns fan, we got to get rid of this dude. He's in too many commercials. He's doing too much.
I honestly don't have like a. I don't know. I get where you're coming from. But it's my thing is if he's not gonna if this is the pinnacle of his performance, then yeah, I'd say move on. So
he hasn't progressed much.
No, not in the last
2-3 years.
Well, he has progressed in the last 3 years, but he hasn't progressed in the last year.
Not enough to make me believe
he's
that
only
he
been in the
deserves
league
his
for
contract.
4 years?
I think 5. Well,
no, next year will be 5.
This is his 4th.
Yeah.
Next year will be his 5th.
So
he's on his 5th year option.
Right.
Which he's going to be asking for money because he's a quarterback. That's just what they do.
Mm-hmm.
He wants a big contract because every quarterback deserves a big contract because I'm the guy who controls your offense.
Not every quarterback.
But if I'm a Browns fan, I'm moving on. That's me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Because, I mean, here's the deal.
What?
You got Case Keenum came in and won a game for the Browns, right?
They can hand the ball off 40 fucking times.
Not if you don't have healthy running backs.
But I mean, I'm just saying.
Case Keenum came in and won a game, right?
Case Keenum didn't come in. Dearness Johnson came in and won the game.
So here's the dealio. Baker being out there is not doing anybody any good in his current condition.
No.
With one arm. Because here's the deal. The only reason he can play is because he has a brace on that ties his left arm down to his side and only allows it to move about 7 to 8 inches away from him.
Right.
And it doesn't allow it to be mobile. That's why he can take tackles. To hurt that arm, you'd have to break it at the elbow at this point.
Yeah.
Because of how immobile it is at the shoulder,
right.
You would literally have to break it at the elbow.
He has it strapped to his side, pretty much.
Right. Because he took a couple...
well, his dumbass was reaching for the ball when he fumbled and about fucking...
He took a couple shots.
I didn't watch the game. Okay, so I caught glimpses when they were in the red zone.
I watched.
Which wasn't fucking much.
Live. Me and Hudson were live at my parents'.
Oh, I got video of you doing some Heidelberg work for the lighting and all that.
So it just I don't know, man. It was exciting. It was an exciting game because it again it showed another week of progression as far as some of the stuff that the Steelers have been working on and stuff like that. So it's just the offensive line is to be able to hold off Myles Garrett. Clowney, I don't even know if Clowney was playing. If he was, he didn't make a difference. And some other, progress is progress. So,
hey, a win's a win. It doesn't have to be by 40 or it could be
the
by
rookie of the
5.
year showing out of the backfield, diving over the line for touchdowns. I mean, it's.
Let me backtrack that. You said rookie of the year?
I said we ain't done yet, and I also said rookie of the year.
There's a guy that's well ahead of him. I'm just saying.
Nah, Jamar Chase is not well ahead of him.
Okay. He's
So,
on pace to break the goddamn rookie receiving record,
that's
but
nonsense. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a Browns fan, that's worrisome to me.
The Rams game was abysmal. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's 38 to
It
nothing.
wasn't
They're
worth
going
watching.
into the fourth, and they pulled the starters out. It's the
Wasn't-
Texans, dog.
Wasn't worth watching.
No, I didn't watch the game either.
It was.
I was watching Red Zone. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. As soon as they got 38 nothing, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go out front and out back. I'm gonna mulch my leaves. I came back in, looked at my phone. I said, oh, it was 38 to 22. They gave up 22 points in the fourth quarter,
Right.
which they pulled all the starters. So I really don't give a shit. I give a fuck less what they give up.
Well, I didn't care about that. It just was. I didn't watch
was
all
a
the
beatdown.
game. I saw parts of it, and I was just like, man.
It was touchdown, touchdown,
Yeah.
interception, touchdown, touchdown,
Interception, touchdown.
interception, touchdown. Yeah, and then I sat there and I was watching the Bengals Jets, and I was like, well, it looks like the Bengals are going to pull away. Nope. Came back in, Bengals lost. And I was like, well, that's
Man,
just a pure
listen,
Bengals
I
move.
could, but it just the way the game started, the way that they allowed the Jets to come out and score on that first drive was just, I mean,
Do y'all play
listen,
the Jets?
no, we don't play the Jets, and it
You don't
wouldn't matter if
play the
we did. It wouldn't matter if we did.
I'm just asking because
Hey.
I don't want to hear it if you play the Jets and you lose.
Listen,
We're gonna
Okay.
take a drag down memory lane.
that's
if that's
fine.
The case.
Listen, that's fine. I'm
Alright.
here for it, but.
Losses happen, man.
They do, but I mean, you gotta understand that sets the tone for the game. You're playing in New York. The Jets are hungry.
Oh, they came out.
You know what I mean? They're
They
ready
came
to.
out soft.
Michael White is ready to show out, and you know what I mean. He's ready to show the world that he's the next answer for the Jets. You know what I mean? Oh, undrafted, never started in the NFL.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
So
And
Did
you
you
think he would have
see-
started above Zach if he wouldn't have got hurt? Right.
no, man.
Exactly.
No. So, anyways, did you see the bet from the bettor at Tropicana that he bet $1,000 that Mike White from the Jets would be
yeah.
the league leader passing in Week 8
Yep.
for $126,000.
I love seeing these bets because it's like,
And he nailed it.
how do you come up with that type of bet?
Well, you go into the sports book and you just look at their bets. Hey,
like,
what's
shit, I'll take
what's the
that.
prop bet?
Right.
What's the odds on that? 1 in 126. Mm-hmm. All right. So if I put $1,000 down, I get 126,000 back.
Right.
Okay. Now, obviously, that guy had a bunch of play money. He had to have, or either he watched Mike Smith play something.
I doubt it.
He had to have watched Mike Smith play at least in college.
Ain't nobody watched Mike Smith play till right now.
Oh, I mean, I agree.
No, it's Mike White. It's not
Mike Smith, Mike
It's
White,
Mike White.
Mike fucking Dingleberry. Who
You call
gives
him
a shit?
White Mike if you like.
White Mike, if I like. Yeah. I'll call him. He's going to be back on the bench after Thursday.
No, he's not.
Thursday night, he's coming back down to earth. Who they playing?
I don't know.
They're going to get fucking smoked.
Well, yeah, they're not.
Wait, are they playing the
They're not gonna
Giants?
be winning anything. I don't know. I don't know what the
Maybe,
schedule
man.
looks like.
The revival. Well, we're going to go over it here in a little bit.
Right.
So, with Derrick Henry out, and the Titans are 6-2 currently.
Mm-hmm.
What do you give a percentage of them making the playoffs or winning their division? I guess make the playoffs.
Who's at the top of their division now?
They are 6-2. The Colts, I think, are behind them.
Yeah, the Colts are on their heels.
Nah, not on their heels. They just or they just got beat by it.
Been a very
Titans.
tough game.
It was close.
It was overtime.
The Colts fucking suck, dude. They're like, they're
They
one of
got
those
the number
teams.
2 rusher in the league.
That don't mean that you're good.
Carson Wentz is playing better football than he has in 3 years.
Dude, has
Wentz
he
is
played a
cool.
season in 3
He's
years?
playing better football than he's played in 3 years.
Yeah, because he missed the other 2.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he's playing a great season. Yeah, it's the
Colts
first
are-
time in
the
400
Colts are
days.
doing good right now.
They're okay. They're one of
They're
those
better than you
teams
think.
that their record's bad, but they're pesky.
It's
That's
like
the perfect way to
they
explain it.
come out and old Jonathan Taylor run all over the fucking field on you.
They're the Seattle Seahawks of the AFC. Tough, hard to beat,
Yeah,
but they ain't going nowhere.
right. They're
going straight back.
I say they go to the top of the division because I mean the
You think
Titans,
that
the Titans without Derrick Henry.
Yeah, dude, it's a revival. AP's coming. Tell
No.
me,
So if AP was the answer and was a revival, how come the Lions didn't do better last year?
because it's the Lions. That's an easy answer right there, dude.
What else the Titans got? Derrick Henry was the Titans.
Julio Jones,
Derrick Henry was the Titans.
AJ Brown,
Nope.
Tannehill,
Nope.
the defense that's non-existent.
Exactly.
But
So,
that division sucks.
the division does suck.
Houston
but at the same time,
sucks.
the Titans, you're dealing with a bunch of whatever teams that are like the Titans. In the games that the Titans have won have been like by the skin of their teeth.
I'm still taking them to win that division. It's gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be.
That's
a
gonna be like
dogfight.
a 9-8 or an 8-9 winning the division.
I'd say they get put to second by the Colts because I mean, it's hard to. I just don't see them having the same presence up on the ground without Derrick Henry. And what
I
the fuck are you
agree.
gonna do without Derrick Henry if they lock you down on the ground? Who you gonna throw to?
AJ Brown, man,
Which has worked fantastic.
he's not doing so hot. This
No,
year. He's not.
so and that's because
always
Tannehill
hurt.
is shit.
He looked good there for a little bit, but yeah, he's
One
come back
game.
down. No. First season. He
Oh,
looked
okay,
good.
yeah. For a season, he looked good. This year so far, he's had one
No,
good game.
Yeah, no.
That's
He's
it.
been ass this season.
And it wasn't even
And I
that great of a
understand you
game.
have a little hate in your heart because you drafted him.
It's dog shit. I mean, it's ridiculous.
and
he's
he's
not
kinda
even
shit
managing
on
the
you.
game. Baker Mayfield's having a better season than him. Yep.
No, I don't agree with that. We can pull up the stats. I don't agree with that. I would say probably it's 50-50 as if I was to give a percentage than making it.
I'd say 75-25 now.
The reason
That's
why
how big a difference.
they beat the Colts this week, which is huge. I don't give a fuck if it was an overtime or the fucking fifth overtime. But
Who else they got to play in their division?
I mean, they have Houston. That's a win. They
That's
could
a
beat
win.
Houston with no one. Don't tell me they can't beat
No,
Houston.
but Houston's
All
beat
right.
a couple people.
So then they have the Colts and the Jaguars.
Hey. Suburban Meyer.
Suburban Myers is going to go
Oh,
back to Columbus
You're from
and
your
get grinded on.
from Ohio State, the
I know.
Ohio State.
From the
Urban Meyer.
from I led a bunch of murderers on my team in Florida.
How dare you?
I
bro.
came up to
That wasn't his
Columbus
fault.
and then
How's he
I
supposed
gave
to know that?
Hernandez is out here shooting people in the face.
How's he supposed to know that at the time?
I'm sure he heard that dumbass say, "Man, I shot somebody in the face yesterday."
Not when he was in college.
That dude he's implicated on killing people while he was in college.
Yeah, but Urban Meyer's running a college football team, not
Yeah, he's turning a blind eye to running a
not
team.
babysitting.
Bruh, whatever. Cam Newton stealing fucking laptops.
right,
You know, I mean,
Right.
come on, dude.
right.
Come on, man.
Listen, Urban
just-
Meyer,
Just saying.
well, he slide up a couple spots in the division. Wouldn't that not be wild?
Highly doubtful.
I doubt it too. It's too late for them. The Colts will be at the top of the division.
They ain't even won a game in the
it'll
States.
Be Colts, Titans, Jags, Houston.
Has Houston won a game? Yeah, they've won a game.
Houston's won 2, I think.
They're better than the Jags right now.
Right now,
They're
Last season.
going to be better than the
Last
Jags.
season
I'll
left.
take the Jags to finish last. Not win another game. They ain't won 21 straight games in the United States.
Oh, so now we're putting it as in the United
They
States.
can't win in the States.
It doesn't matter where they won or lost at.
Hey, man, what are you, The Rock? It doesn't matter. It does matter. Look, dude, they ain't won in the States in damn near 2 seasons.
Right.
No, I'm taking the Jags last.
All right, so
That
We
that
talked
division's
about-
so bad.
listen, we talked about Jameis Winston this weekend.
Yeah.
So we watched him get injured.
Okay.
And so my dad and Tom were like, yeah, he's done. I'm just like, oh, no, man, that was just a stretch. He's fine. He'll be good. And they showed it again, like in super slow-mo, and I was just like, oh, yeah, he tore his ACL. His toe got stuck. He's done.
See, I
But
didn't see it.
Jameis Winston, after the game,
Yeah, he's out there dancing.
in the locker room with the different color strobe lights on in the fog machine, on one leg with crutches, just
Still hyped.
wilding.
Hyped. I mean, that man just,
Let me ask you this:
he don't care.
does Jameis Winston have split personalities?
Oh, I'm sure he's not mentally stable. I mean, is that a question?
Yeah, no, I'm asking.
This dude literally tore his
because
knee
here's
in
the
half,
dealio.
and he's like,
you don't know who you're dealing with until the game starts with Jameson. Because he could come out and do literally nothing, or he could come out and be the best quarterback in the league.
Jekyll Winston,
Jameis Hyde.
Jameis Hyde.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
I mean, he was having a career game.
Oh, I mean, I said
It was crazy.
last week, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans
Yo, he
wins
was
the game.
having a game.
Oh, when he plays up to the level of his competition,
And
always has.
But I don't know. I just thought that was funny because he's such a wild person. I mean, he's crazy as hell.
Yeah, if it's the Jets, I don't care. It's the Jets. If it's Tampa Bay, I'm playing the GOAT.
Yeah, the Bucks should have never lost that game.
I'm coming out. I'm showing the GOAT how it's done.
That to me, the Buccaneers losing that game says a lot about them as a team.
I mean, it's the Bucks, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't buy the Bucks as a real contender. They're gonna be a
not
tough
losing that
team.
game. They're gonna be a tough team. They'll be in the playoffs for sure. But losing that game,
It's not a good look.
No.
But that was the same as last year. Like last year, we beat them in Tampa Bay on Monday night with Jared Goff.
right?
You know, like it was like, oh yeah, and we were in a weird spot where we needed to win that game, and they were in a weird spot because that division sucked. They didn't, so it was like, whatever. And Tom's like that, where he's just like, it doesn't really mean much. It's October. Real football isn't played till about November. So,
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not taking it as, it's over for the Bucks. I'm not saying that, but I just don't see them as a big threat as Arizona or Green Bay starting to pick it up, as much as it fucking pains me to say that. That's fine, because I want that rematch. They knocked us out last year. I want all the smoke from Aaron Rodgers and his little bitch ass.
Man,
That's why we went and
I don't
got
know,
Von Miller, man.
He's got a crew full of killers.
That's fine. We got a crew full of fucking killers. Both sides of the ball. Yeah, okay.
Stafford's like half the man Aaron Rodgers is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's why Aaron Rodgers talks about how he was the first to throw no-look passes. I didn't hear Stafford say, Aaron Rodgers is really good. I ain't never heard that motherfucker. One word. I ain't never heard the words Aaron Rodgers come out of Stafford's mouth in an interview, ever.
Right.
But have you heard Aaron Rodgers say Matthew Stafford?
No.
I have.
I haven't.
I have.
I mean, it sounds like you're paying a lot of attention to Aaron Rodgers or something.
I pay attention because I know them and the Cardinals are the two top teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm well aware of that. Do I think the Cardinals beat us the next game? No, I do not.
No, not after losing. Well, maybe. I don't know. So speaking of the Saints here, and we've talked about this again because it happened again.
What?
Phillip Rivers finds himself talking to, I don't know who the fuck is calling Phillip Rivers.
No one's calling him. He just said that the line would be open if they
Who
needed
the fuck's he talking to that's reporting this then?
Oh, it's somebody in, I don't know where he's living now. Probably Utah.
Hey, nobody ever wants to see him on a football field again.
What's the hate?
Not in a
man?
uniform.
Why's the hate?
Never liked Phillip Rivers.
Why?
Because he's such a jackass.
Because he's got 15 kids.
I don't care about his kid's situation. I'm saying, like, for somebody who's so fucking mediocre, he's always been. It's just the shit talking is ridiculous. Okay, so if you're Aaron Rodgers, if you're Tom Brady, if you're Joe Montana, if you're some of the elite, the best of the best, yeah, run it. Talk that shit.
Right.
Phillip Rivers, though?
Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
No.
Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
What is the difference between the two?
Oh, I don't know. All kinds of stuff. Accolades, Super Bowls. I mean, rings and things, bro.
Two.
Them good rings and things.
I've had conversations with a couple people about this.
Eli Manning will be in the Hall of Fame for sure. Phillip Rivers will not make it to the Hall of Fame.
If he does, it won't be first ballot.
No.
He's a very he's a Romo. Romo should not get in the Hall of Fame off his football career.
Not a
But
fucking chance.
he will get in because of his football career and his broadcasting career. He will get in because of the two.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
He deserves to go. I mean, after the broadcasting career, he's very good at broadcasting.
Could you call it a career yet? Because it's only been a couple years.
It's been like 3, but he's very good at it, and he's going to keep doing it.
I hate it.
He's pretty good.
I hate it.
Why?
Because he's just annoying.
How's he annoying?
Because it's like, where's this where's this big quarterback brain come from, and how come you couldn't do it on the field?
I agree. He's very good at calling a play out.
Because I just constantly want to be like, oh, you got this to say? Oh, you got that to say? What the fuck was you doing? You know what I mean? It's like...
I understand. I agree with you there.
It's tough. But he is a good broadcaster. Trust me, there's far worse that I cannot... I will mute it and turn on music and watch a football game before I listen to them.
Joe Buck?
No, Joe Buck's not the... Yeah, Joe Buck's pretty fucking bad.
Okay.
Chris Collinsworth.
Sunday night. I don't even watch Sunday Night Football.
I can't. It's so hard to listen to the two. I don't understand how he's still on Sunday Night Football.
I love Al Michaels.
Yeah.
Great commentator.
Al Michaels is great. Chris Collinsworth is the worst.
The worst.
And I don't. And I know the general population feels the same way. So I don't understand how he is still on. Put this fool on 1 o'clock. Put him on the Vikings and the fucking Chargers game or something.
What we talked about last week, where if you're going over to England, you know your season's shot.
Put him on the fucking London game.
All he gets is the London game.
Right.
That's it.
Two games a year. That's it.
Hey, we're sending over Chris, and you get 2 London games.
It's miserable to listen to him.
I mean, I agree with you. He's another guy that he got in the Hall of Fame.
I think so.
But
it wasn't because of football.
Well.
Not football alone, anyways.
Right. What else do we need to talk about?
What do you think happens to Ruggs? Like, how many years do you think he's going to get?
So let's put it in perspective for people that don't understand. Henry Ruggs of the Las Vegas Raiders was in an accident
this morning.
And it was a DUI-related accident.
Crash.
In one of the easiest places in the world to get a ride. Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, you can get an Uber there for $10 and you can get across the city. Like, and now that was when I was there, maybe a little higher now because of all this shit going on. But $25 saves you a lifetime of pain. Oh, he's definitely getting at least 2 years.
So here's
the career's over.
Your professional career as an athlete is done.
And Vegas will make sure that they take every dime from you, because what they'll do is they'll just draw it out to where your lawyer and you have to pay your lawyer and the state to the point where you won't have any money.
And it's all and this is part of like.
And he ain't had no career where he's gonna make money off of it.
When it comes to professional athletes and professional sports, of mentorship and having better mentors and better things in place to be voices of reason and teaching and stuff like that for some of these younger players and rookies and kids that didn't necessarily have it growing up, that think they can still, that it's okay to run around and do whatever you want. Whether you're a football player or not, or a warehouse worker, or you deliver ice cream for a living, it doesn't matter who you are. It's not okay to drink and drive.
Right.
But for these athletes that have that mindset, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? I'm an NFL football player, stuff like that. You have to make better decisions, and it's important to have as if organizations. I feel should be doing more to have some of these things in place to where they're mentoring these players, because it's not like this isn't shit that you don't hear in high school. When we were in high school and stuff like that, after Friday night football games, every fucking Friday we were hearing about making good decisions after we leave the facility.
Well, that was the one thing they worried about moving that team out to Vegas, was just the possibility of partying.
But he could have partied wherever the fuck he wanted.
Right.
He could have partied in Oakland.
I mean, well, yes, but I mean, going out it's just, there's a lot to do in that city.
Yeah, I agree, but it's just you can't use that as an excuse.
No,
right.
I'm not
you
making
can't use that as an excuse. I mean,
the excuse would be, yeah, it's a great party city. Mm-hmm. Here's the other thing that I could throw back at you. There's Ubers everywhere.
Right.
There's taxis. There's everything. Besides New York City, it is the easiest city to get a fucking ride home.
And that's the thing. Like, in the past, there's been situations where there's been professional athletes that have gotten off the hook because they are professional athletes.
And I'm sure he won't get the sentence that he should.
For deaths and such. You know what I mean? The
Dante Stallworth.
The Ray Lewises of the world, the Dante Stallworths of the world, and stuff like that.
Right.
So, it's tough to see, but
Ray Caruth.
it's over with. So
You remember Ray?
Yeah.
Little Ray.
Pac-Man Jones. You got.
Yeah, he did some fucked up shit too.
When your organization, when Jerry Jones has to hire 2 bodyguards / babysitters to follow you around so that you don't get in trouble around the clock, you've got a problem.
He did very well in Cincinnati. After
for a minute.
He got in a fight. But
right off the rip, he was doing okay, but as his time went on in Cincinnati, same old Pac-Man was starting to come out.
He's one of those dudes that you just can't say nothing to.
So
you ain't gonna tell me nothing.
But that's the thing. The last stint for him, or the last whatever for him in Dallas, was one of the 2 bodyguards that was paid by Jerry Jones to follow this fool around and make sure he stayed out of trouble. He got into a fight with his own bodyguards.
Right.
So it's just what do you?
Well, he wants to.
What do you do with people?
Square
like this?
up.
I'm not. That's crazy to me.
I mean, what do you do with people like John Jones? He's still on the payroll.
Yeah,
well, he's still not on the payroll, but
he's
still in the UFC roster.
He is an athlete of the UFC still, but I don't.
But the funny thing was, a week after he did what he did, another guy did something for the first time, and Dana cut him.
Right. Well, because that person, again, that goes back to...
Well, is that person a cash cow?
Who makes you money. Right. Exactly. I would agree with that 100%.
Right.
As sad as it is.
Right.
Because it's it's tough to... John Jones makes it hard to like John Jones. And that's nobody's fault but his.
Well, he thinks otherwise. So.
Well, obviously.
All right. We'll get into Week 9 pick'ems, because that's what we do here. And we're going to start with, here we go. This is a good one. This is perfect. Thursday night, November 4th, 8:20, the New York Jets, 2-5, at the Indianapolis Colts, 3-5. Who you got?
The Colts.
You're taking the Colts.
Yeah. Over the Jets? Yeah.
I'll take White Mike.
Over the Colts?
Yep, I will.
Where at?
In Indianapolis. I'll take them. They're on a high. They're healthy, ready to go.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I don't. I do not like the Colts are good at one thing, and that is running the ball. Mm-hmm. I'm very well aware that Jonathan Taylor, Thomas, fuckface McGee is great.
Yeah, he is. He's a beast.
He's killing it. He was killing it last year. Let it slide by.
They've got 2 good tight ends as well.
Mo Alley Cox is okay.
But he's a backup to a better whatever his name is.
I'm not even going to try to fucking do it.
Is.
Anyways, we're going to move on. You have the Colts. I have the Jets. We're already splitting it. All right. Sunday, November 7th, in a sunny Jacksonville Stadium. The Bills at 5-2 go to Jacksonville to play the 1-6 Jags.
Man.
It's tough.
That's a tough call, but I'm still going to have to go with the Buffalo Allens.
All right, I'll go with Buffalo as well. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to take that as a trap game.
No.
All right, November 7th, Sunday, 1 o'clock, Las Vegas Raiders, 5-2, at the New York Giants that are 2-6.
The Raiders just can't catch a break, man. And at a certain point,
Are you about to do it?
at a certain point, it's like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Just keep winning.
You lose a coach, now you lost your star receiver. You know what I mean? It's what the fuck are you supposed to do?
Star receiver, I wouldn't call Henry Ruggs a star receiver.
Aside from their tight end, who's a better receiver on the team?
I mean, he's not their number one. He's their number one, but he's garbage.
He's
He's in
receiver,
his second year.
aside from their tight end. I'm not saying the tight end was had better.
Waller is a
stats.
better. Well, not by much. Waller's having a down season.
But as a tight end, he's doing good to be matched up with a receiver.
Sure.
Next in line is what's his name?
Renfro is on
Renfro.
there.
And what's the 87?
Edwards.
Yes,
Yeah. Brian Edwards.
Yeah, so-
89.
89. My bad.
No, you're good. And Zay Jones, which I think, is 7. So
Right.
Zay Jones is the guy.
One of them
They
three
ain't
will
even
come
got
out.
Henry Ruggs on the fucking list anymore.
No, they
Damn,
cut him
he
off
gone.
pretty quick. So it's
Just pick. You taking?
man stuff. Did the Giants win this past week?
No.
Who they lose to?
They played last night against the Chiefs.
I
Came close.
I didn't know who won that game until the next day, and
Which is today.
I even remember seeing Patrick Mahomes' face doing the interview when I shut the TV off, and I was just
last
like,
night?
I didn't even pay attention to this game because I was like busy like cleaning the kitchen,
The game
you know,
was
doing my
garbage,
normal
dude.
stuff, and I just was like, yeah, this game sucks, and I turned it off, and I was just like, who won this game?
It was bad.
And to be the Kansas City Chiefs
No, the Chiefs are done.
and
like
to be
I said, dude.
fighting with the Giants, who should be doing way better than what they are.
Every week, the Chiefs will be in a dogfight.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vegas
Troublemakers.
the Vegas Ubers over.
Wow,
the
too soon.
Giants. Too soon.
Too soon, dude.
Too
I'll take
soon.
Vegas as well. All right, Atlanta 3-4, Sunday, November 7th at 1 o'clock against the
Man,
5-2
Atlanta's doing that thing.
Taysom Hill led Saints.
No. Taysom Hill's hurt.
Oh, well, he has a concussion, but he'll be back.
Taysom Hill, I think, has more than a concussion. Like, he's hurt.
Taysom Hill
For the Saints,
is progressing well from concussion. That was it.
he got a concussion, like, in week 2.
No,
So,
he's back. He's been back. Yeah, they have him slotted for 20 points. Just saying.
I bet you he don't start. Which means...
That means Trevor Siemian is next in line, which I'm not.
Hey, that's who came in and won the game for him, ain't it?
I don't know. Let me
Not
go
that
back.
Simeon's good.
Well, he's a former starter for the Broncos one time.
At one time for a couple games.
I'm just saying he did.
I'm just saying he did, but here's the thing.
He
started
started a whole season for them.
Yeah, but they
And
didn't
he
have
wasn't
any other option.
good.
Was that the same season that they were down to 0 quarterbacks and had the receiver come in and play quarterback?
No. That was last.
That was last
season.
year, right?
Right.
That was,
No,
talk
Trevor
about a wild
Siemian was
season.
there. No. Where am I going here? Saints.
Saints
Let's
who
go.
played quarterback after J-Lo.
Let's see. Jameis Winston 12 points. Trevor Siemian 11. So yeah, he was out.
So
Taysom Hill will be back. I'm putting money on it.
what's the matchup again? My bad. That's my bad.
The Falcons
Man,
against the
Falcons are
Saints.
dog shit.
Yeah, they're 3-4.
The Saints, this should be a lock. I don't give a shit who's at the court. I mean, the Saints,
The Saints will find a way.
that's what's so tough about the Saints. Yeah, they got to win that game. They got to win that game.
I'm taking the Saints.
This is a must win for them.
Yeah. Sunday, November 7th, 1 o'clock. Minnesota Vikings, who can't beat the backup Cooper Rush, Dallas-led Cowboys.
That
At
was
3-4
Yo, listen, that game
was dog shit.
right there was.
It was bad.
Hey, that's how I won this week.
I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy you
Shit
won.
was lit.
Hey, you know, I said what I said, and then it came true.
Oh, man.
Minnesota 3-4, 1 o'clock against the Baltimore Ravens at 5-2 in Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore, and that ain't even fucking. That ain't hard to figure out.
No, yeah.
Oh,
we
God.
gotta go with the Ravens on that.
All right, next game we got the shit bowl, the Bourbon Bowl, the AKA we're never gonna fucking win bowl, the I'm not really too keen on winning bowl, the Houston 1-7 not winners against the Miami 1-7 Shitville Bourbon Bowl.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Miami on that one over Houston
I will take Houston.
because Miami's they're in a position where the games they have lost have been ridiculously tight. Not all of them, but
All
a
7
couple.
of them?
No, a couple of them though.
All right.
I'm serious.
All right, Denver 4-4 without Von Millerless.
No, Denver ain't doing nothing.
Sunday, November 7th against the 6-1 Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys.
100%.
100%.
Cleveland at 4-4.
Nope.
Sunday, November
Nope.
7th against the AFC. Well, I guess you would put the Bills.
Hey.
Or, I mean, I'm not the Bills. The Ravens in first, but they're not because they got beat. 5-3 Bengals.
That's a tough call.
Bengals.
Man,
I said last week
Where
if they
playing
played
at?
last week.
Cleveland? No,
they're
this
playing.
is in Cincy.
Yeah. I said last week if the Cleveland played the Bengals right then.
Can they take 2 divisional losses in a row?
Who?
Well, it would be the Browns. 'Cause
Oh,
they
yeah.
lost the Steelers
Yeah,
and now-
yeah, they can take it because it's going to happen.
You think so?
Dude, it's
So
fucking
it's either
over.
Your spirits are crushed because you lost to the fucking Jets, or you can't lose 2 divisional games back to back to sustain your place in the in the division.
All right, so here's the chaos theory. If the Browns beat the Bengals, that would put the Bengals at 5-4. That would put the Cleveland at 5-4. And you play the the Bears on Monday night. And if you win, you're at 5-3. But you're still behind the Ravens if you were to win, and the Ravens win. Now, if the Ravens lose. But either way, I'm taking the Bengals because there's no chaos theory that needs to be had. Cincinnati will take care of business at home, and Baker Mayfield will be cut by Tuesday.
I'm gonna go with the Browns just because you said that shit. That's too fucking
Baker's
good, dude.
garbage.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you, but
Hot ass. Call the fucking insurance.
Browns, bruh.
Call the insurance plan.
Browns,
Get
bruh,
the
Baker.
fucking money back. Get the money back on Baker.
I'm ready for a new commercial at the stadium.
I wonder what well, either way. Fuck it. 4-4 New England against the 4-4 Panthers.
Panthers are real bad.
I'm taking New England.
Yeah, you got to go with New England because they're getting better each week. Like
Chargers.
literally every game that they play, they're getting better as a team.
Max figuring it out.
Yeah. Belichick's figuring out his way of coaching around a new quarterback, and that's dangerous.
There you go. You heard it there first.
Fucking Billy Bills. Anyhow.
Chargers 4-3. 4 o'clock
No.
game against the 3-5 Philadelphia Eagles.
Chargers.
Chargers.
I don't think the Eagles are for real.
They're 3-5. How can they even be for real if they're 3-5?
They beat the dog shit out of somebody this week.
Uh,
Beat the brakes off the team they played. I think it was like 30-something to 3 or 6 or some shit like that. They beat the
yeah,
hell
they beat
out
the
of
hell
who they
out
played.
of somebody. But let me see. 44-6 to Detroit.
beat the and this
They
is
beat
same
the hell out of the
Detroit-
bye week.
The Detroit, get the fuck out. I mean, listen, that's a tough. That's a beat down.
Look, dude. Look. Let me put this in perspective. You could say, "Oh well, the Rams barely beat the Lions." No, man.
Well,
That was the
you could say
Jared
that.
Goff Bowl.
You
For
could say
Jared
that.
Goff in LA, I'm coming back. I'm gonna do everything I can to beat you.
Right, which should
And
never
they
even
tried
been that
everything
close.
they could.
Should
They
never
did
even
fucking
that
5
close.
onside kicks, 4 fucking fake punts, went for it on 4th down, and still lost.
Yeah.
All right, so whatever. I'm taking the fucking Chargers. Philadelphia fucking sucks.
Philly, yes, they're trash.
Miles Sanders is done.
The Chargers are a lot better than the. I mean, all around.
The Chargers are the best team in the AFC West right now. At 4-3, technically, I would take them over the Raiders, even though the Raiders are 5-2. I'm still saying that the Chargers are the better team.
Okay.
Green Bay 7-1, Sunday, November 7th, 4:25 against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Aaron Rodgers is going to feast.
This is a game where I could see the Green Bay Packers just taking a big fucking shit. But
All over Andy Reid.
No, just shit in the bed. But
You've got two.
I'm gonna take
You
him.
got Deontay
Yeah, if he's bad,
Adams off of COVID. He's back.
He beat
You
COVID.
got who's the other dude?
Lazard.
He's back. I mean, they're gonna beat the fucking brakes off the Chiefs. Yeah. Who's gonna fucking stop Aaron Jones?
I mean, no one.
Who is gonna tie down
No one.
Devontae Adams?
But I mean, this is a game where the Chiefs could just figure out just how to score.
Okay, well, how come they haven't figured out how to score?
They play to
Yeah.
the level of their opponent all season. They have.
Andy Reid's too good for that team to be playing the way they are. So it ain't his
Well,
fault.
the defense is bad. The defense ain't his side of the ball, dog.
They ain't beating the fucking Green Bay Packers.
I'm taking the Packers, but this is a game where I could see it is a trap game.
Hey man, if you got any of the Packers offense on your fantasy team,
Oh, start them.
it's a fucking
Same way for the Chiefs.
It's
I
not
would start all
even-
my offensive players
It's not even. Don't even think about it. Just do it.
because I don't buy Green Bay's defense.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has at least 28 fantasy points.
Okay, moving on. from the
At least.
suck bowl of Aaron Rodgers' dick. Arizona 7-1, Sunday, November 7th, 4:25.
Time out.
Oh, man.
Did you see the pictures I sent of Aaron Rodgers in the
John
chat? Tell me those were not nasty. Tell me
Of
those were
him,
not
John Wick?
sick. Yes.
Nah, they weren't sick.
Hey, no, hold on. Put
Nah,
your
dog.
jaded hate aside. Tell me that was not sick.
I'm telling you that he is done.
You're right.
7-1.
That shit was sick.
Arizona got me fucking
Arizona.
saying Aaron.
Yeah, see?
Arizona at 7-1 at San Francisco 3-4.
Arizona. San Francisco, who the fuck do they got?
This is one of those games where I think
No.
maybe Arizona is on a skid. They get caught.
They could, but I just don't. The 49ers are terrible.
I'm gonna take Arizona.
Yeah. I mean, don't get Debo Samuels is literally having the best season of his life.
He's
which
leading the league
sucks.
in receiving.
It's sad to watch because he's on the fucking 49ers.
Debo's not that good anyways. I said it. Tennessee, he'll never have another close season. I'll put money on it. But you go ahead and draft him next season. Tennessee 6-2. The Sunday, November 7th, 8:20. Sunday night football game against the LA Rams. 7-1.
You said the Titans?
Von Miller. Aaron Donald.
But you said the Titans weren't
Ramsey.
done yet.
I said they weren't done, but they're facing the Rams this week, so they're done for this week.
Okay.
They're still 6-2. They're about fucking 3 games ahead of.
They are 3 different field goals away from being like
3
3
different
and
field
fucking
goals.
3 and 5.
A win's a win.
I'm
You
just
won by
letting you
5.
know.
Did you have a fucking safety in that game?
No, did you see what happened?
No, I
Did you
did
see why
not.
we had to stop kicking the ball?
No, I did not.
Bro.
I don't
Stop
watch,
it.
dude. I don't watch the.
Oh,
I'm not.
man. So
It was 3-3.
Boswell has a concussion.
It was 3-3. Oh, I did see that.
So Boswell has a concussion because
Yeah, they fucking drilled his ass. What
But
is he
did you see-
doing?
So
I meant
they
to text you and
it
say,
was
what is he
supposed
doing?
It was supposed to be a fake. The dude was open.
Obviously not.
Old boy was open. Boswell. Somebody should have practiced this a couple more times with Boswell. I get it. You thought you was going to catch him.
What's
That's
there
all
to
fine and
practice?
good.
Fucking throw the ball.
He's not a quarterback. He held onto that ball for like
Has he ever watched a football game?
3 or 4 seconds longer than he
Yeah,
should have.
he held it into
And
the
it was like
sideline.
to the point where it was just like I was standing there. I was just like, oh yeah, throw it. And I was just like, no, oh no.
This is
and
about
I mean,
to be awesome.
He hit where his feet were like a good 6 to 7 yards away from the out of bounds line when he got hit. He got hit and then he didn't land until he was out of bounds.
I understand. I saw it. Now that you said it, yes, I did. I meant to text you and say,
and there goes your kicker.
well, nice job, dumbass.
And
the one opportunity you get and you go and hurt yourself.
but our punter came in and kicked for the very first time ever in the NFL. His very first field goal.
In his career. Well, good for him.
No, college and everything.
Yeah, I know. He kicks a football. He should be able to do both.
He's a punter.
I don't. What's the difference? One's on the ground, one's you're holding it.
Ooh, there's a very large difference.
I don't give a
That's
shit.
why you have both.
I understand that's why you have both.
Extremely large difference. That's why you had Pat McAfee and you had Vinatieri. Because there's a very
one's a
large
goddamn
difference.
legend. The other one runs a show on YouTube.
Pat McAfee's a punter.
I understand.
Vinatieri's not a punter.
I am well aware.
Right.
I'm sure
They don't mix well.
Vinatieri could punt a football if he wanted to.
It wouldn't be like Pat McAfee.
No, I'm not
even
saying
close,
that,
because
but I'm
this
sure if he needed
Harvin,
to.
that motherfucker's leg is longer than Pat McAfee's by yards.
I
Tens
understand.
Of yards.
You mean Vinatieri's leg?
No. I'm talking about our punter.
Oh yeah, well that dude's like 6'5", 6'6".
I don't think he's that big, but he's a big boy.
Our Johnny Hecker's like 6'6",
So,
and he also knows how to throw a fucking football.
fantastic punter. Boswell can't punt the ball.
Somebody
Our
can't
punter
throw
had
the
to
ball.
kick the ball off. It was not good.
Good for him on his 6-figure fucking
That's what I'm
paycheck
saying.
for the season.
So that's
to
the-
figure out how to kick a football
We
into
still
the
figured out how to
uprights. How long was it?
win the game.
How long
It
was the
wasn't a
kick?
long one.
All right, that's what I thought.
It wasn't a long. It was
The whole argument, this whole fucking time.
It wasn't a long one.
Anyways, back to the Tennessee Titans. They're still winning the division. They could fucking back him for all I give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna win the division, but they're not beating the Rams
No,
on Sunday Night Football. That game needs to be flexed out.
that'd be
actually.
wild. That'd be wild as hell if they did. But they should. They don't stand a chance. The Rams defense is, or the Titans defense
Tannehill-
is so bad. It's
Hang on. Tannehill will be sacked 10 times.
no.
10 times.
No.
Is Taylor Lewan back?
No. I
10.
don't know who the fuck Taylor. No.
10
No, just because you guys got
10
Von Miller doesn't mean that
fucking
now that every offensive line is
times.
automatically obsolete.
I'm not saying that. But Taylor Lewan gave up how many sacks the first week? To
That's
Chandler Jones.
that's fantastic.
Now he has to
Right.
go against possibly Von Miller, possibly Leonard Floyd, possibly Aaron Donald.
Right.
10 sacks.
No.
1 return touchdown.
No.
It could be INT. It could be a fumble return.
It
could be a punt return.
I respect the high hopes.
10 sacks, 1 defensive touchdown, 1 fumble recovery. It's going to happen.
Hell yeah.
We will win by whatever the spread is by Vegas.
Yeah, I can see that. Because
I'm
say,
sure the spread.
what are the Titans supposed to fucking do without Derrick Henry? It's over for them.
It is for this game.
No.
It is over for this game.
It's over for the Titans.
Because Adrian Peterson probably ain't playing.
It doesn't fucking matter if he does.
It doesn't matter. He's pretty good.
He's not better
Wow,
than
we're
their
on Monday
backup
Night
running
Football next
back.
week. Who they play next week? Who does it? Oh, they play the Saints next week. Probably not going to win that one.
Right.
I understand. We're going ahead. They played the Texans in week 11. They will win that one.
You better fucking hope.
No, they're going to win. It's the Texans, dog.
You know what happens when these teams get down and they've only won like one game?
All they need to do is win 2 more games and they're 8-9 for the season. They win the division.
Listen, I'm saying, you know what happens when these teams get in the fucking dumps? They come out and smack like teams like the Bengals in the mouth and fucking beat them. They fucking you got your Jets defense out here. You remember that?
Are
2
you
years
telling
ago,
me
the
you're
Jets
taking
defense
the,
out here
are you
dancing
taking
on the field and they were like fucking
Titans?
0-16?
Are you taking the Titans?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm saying the Titans are done for the year.
They're going to make it in the playoffs. Backing in at 8-9 or 9-8.
The Colts.
There's no way. That's too much ground. And they're going to lose Thursday. Go ahead and put that 126,000 back on him again to throw for the league leading week 9. Now that's a bet.
Yeah, that is a bet.
I bet he'd be like a fucking multimillionaire after that. And then Monday night, it's a shit show of a game. I'm in week 11. That's not where I want to be. I want to be in week 9. Week 9, Chicago against your Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't need to ask you who you think's going to win.
I can't motherfucking wait. I may take Tuesday off work.
Yeah, 'cause if they lose, you might need to.
Bruh. Listen.
I'm just saying, it's not going to be easy. What
do you think would have been a harder game? Beating the Bears and their rookie quarterback that's not great, or beating the Browns and their wrecking ball of a fucking defense?
Their defense is not a wrecking ball.
It is a wrecking ball.
It is not a wrecking ball.
It is.
In what level?
The front.
With
and
bumpers
the
on the lane to where the ball bounces back and forth? Because it ain't a wrecking ball, dog.
Damn, Solomon, you gonna let him fucking talk?
He's gonna hear it, and I'm gonna hear the text. I get it. I was dogging the Browns. I'm off the Browns train. They let me down. I took them at the beginning of the season. They let me down.
Hey, listen.
They let me down. They didn't let anybody else down.
Listen, you got every week to change your mind until the writing's on the wall. And you don't have any choice but to say, all right, then, man, we'll see y'all in the playoffs.
I ain't an AFC fan, so I'll see you in the Super Bowl. That's the way I'd say it. But I'm not taking the Browns. I'm not taking the Steelers.
Mistakes are being made.
The Bengals or bust.
Nope.
That's fine.
Nope.
You're a fan of
you
a team.
You can't lose to the Jets like that and fucking go
anywhere. You can lose to the Jets like that. Now, are they going to win the Super Bowl? Fuck no.
Who going to win the Super Bowl? They ain't making it to no fucking Super Bowl.
The Steelers ain't winning the Super Bowl. Are the Steelers capable of winning the Super Bowl?
Right now? Compared to the last 3 years? Yes. The Bengals will not make it.
Wow.
The Bengals will.
Wow.
Listen.
Okay. I'm not saying the Bengals
get a wild
are ready.
Card spot, and then they'll get beat.
The Steelers are going to get a wild card spot. The Steelers may get a wild card spot.
All right, man. We go fuck around.
Are the Browns possible going to get a wild card? No.
The Browns? No. They're done.
Done.
I don't think they're
Seared.
done, but it'll be tough.
Filleted.
It's a tough division. I'd say the toughest division.
I mean, it's not
toughest division. Already coming out of the toughest teams just because of their region of the country, especially because of when is football played.
It's the Black Air Force One's division.
Is football played? November and December.
I agree with you.
And what teams survive the best in November and December? The motherfucking AFC North teams.
I mean, I would say the Patriots, but
no, they're done with. Tom Brady took all the magic away from the fucking New England Patriots that was there.
You said earlier in this podcast that Bill Belichick is figuring.
I said he's figuring out how to work around a rookie quarterback. I didn't say he was figuring out how to win a fucking Super Bowl.
No, neither are the Bengals. The Bengals aren't winning a Super Bowl, but they will be the surprise playoff team.
Belichick's playoff run and Super Bowls are done with.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I refuse to believe that.
He's done.
No.
He had a good run. He has an amazing body of work. He will for sure be in the Hall of Fame, gold jacket, what the fuck ever. But Belichick and Super Bowls are done.
No.
It's a tough. I get it. It's tough.
Mac
it's tough
Jones.
it's tough to hear. It's a hard
I'm
pill
not
to
a
swallow.
Patriots fan.
You are, but it's fine.
I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm not what we would call a masshole. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from Connecticut or New England area, Boston, New Hampshire, the Northeast. Oh, fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
I live free or die. No, I live well and do well in Ohio,
Okay.
where football was created. Okay?
Right on.
You know, the Dayton Triangles, the first professional football team, and didn't
Gang.
cease to exist after that.
Gang.
Where the Cleveland Rams existed before the Cleveland Browns.
These are true things.
I'm shooting hot fire at all you
trying to.
Cleveland Browns fans.
You're trying to.
No, I'm not
How many
trying.
different times did they leave the city?
Who?
The Browns.
Once?
I thought twice. No, it was
They went to
Indianapolis
Baltimore.
That went no, the Oilers came to Indianapolis to be the Colts, right?
No, that was the Titans.
Ah, that's right, the Titans. That's right. Yeah. All right, my bad.
The Baltimore Colts.
And then came about the Texans years later,
Yeah. Either way.
which maybe they should have just never been a thing.
The greatest thing that the Cleveland Browns ever did was move up to Baltimore and win a Super Bowl. Because it's facts.
I don't support
Ed Reed.
that. I don't support that.
Ed Reed.
Hey, listen,
Ray Lewis.
I don't support that.
Suggs. What was the other Lewis? The running back.
Sizzle, huh?
What was the Lewis running back?
The one that beat on his girlfriend in the elevator?
No.
Ray Rice?
No. That's Ray Rice. I'm talking about Lewis, the running back,
Oh, yeah.
where he got shot in his own house.
Yeah, that was tough.
He was a 2,000-yard rusher. He's a 2K guy. But yeah, that's who I'm taking this week. Do you have anything else to say to these adoring?
I don't support what you said about the Browns and the Ravens.
He does not endorse anything
I do
I've
not
said.
endorse that.
I'll stick to it. I know I'm gonna hear it from the fans this week because I got a lot of Browns fans. I'm off the bandwagon.
I feel good because I didn't go out and make any
You didn't say
personal
anything.
attacks on anybody after we won or after the Steelers won.
You took the high road. That's what you're saying.
I mean, because I knew it was going to happen. Like it's fine.
Well, the writing was on the wall. Baker Mayfield's ass. I can say that because I'm not a fan of either team. Okay? It's called unbiased.
That's fair enough. But I didn't see the game ending any other way.
I mean, so for you, obviously, you were going to take the Steelers. Me, last
But
week.
I also know football enough to know when it's like, fuck. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it's
like
a
where
shit
it's just
show
like,
up in Cleveland.
Oh, God damn. No, I mean, like, if the Steelers are up against somebody where it's just like, it's not looking good. Like, yeah, obviously you want your team to win, but it's just like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean,
I don't believe you.
it's just how it is. I mean, it is what it is. It sucks. It sucks to suck. And that's just how it goes sometimes.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I am pretty ride or die. It doesn't matter what's happening in the
true.
game. I'm pretty fucking...
You have Super Bowl hopes for this year, which is great.
but how many times have I said the Stairway to 7 to you? I mean,
Quite
how
a
many
bit.
times?
I just
Okay.
want a second step. We've been there twice in my lifetime. I just want to go. Well, 3 times. Sorry, 3 times in my lifetime. Lost twice. Won. Shouldn't have won the one that we won. But
I
hey,
mean, I don't see why not.
we were the greatest team that year, but usually storybook endings
Man,
don't happen.
And then
Speaking of, by the way, sorry.
Super Bowl winning quarterback, Super Bowl winning
Kurt
first round draft pick quarterback,
Who?
Jared Goff.
No.
Well, is that not what happened?
No, he didn't win a Super Bowl.
I thought you guys won a Super Bowl and Jared Goff was your quarterback.
No, we went to a Super Bowl.
Oh, you guys didn't win that.
We didn't
Super Bowl.
beat the greatest of all time.
That's right. My bad. I was
We
getting
lost
excited for
13
nothing. I thought you guys won that one.
to
But Tom Brady
3.
happens. So that's right.
There was a wide open Brandon Cooks in the back of the end zone that he fucking sailed 10 yards over his head. The game would have been
How
different.
close to a Super Bowl you think Jared Goff ever gets again? Aside from going and watching.
Driving down to Canton and looking at highlights.
Oh,
That's as close as he gets.
that's tough.
An hour, maybe hour and a half drive. I don't know.
Who would you take, Jared Goff or Baker Mayfield? You got to take one.
To lead my team
you-
for the rest of its career,
Got to take one.
Jared Goff. I'm serious about that. I would take
You're
Jared
not
Goff.
fucking serious.
Baker Mayfield is ass. What has he done? What has he done?
He is not
What has
an
he
elite
done besides
quarterback.
commercials?
Neither of them are elite quarterbacks. But
I agree with
Baker
you.
Mayfield is a gamer. Like, this dude will put Baker.
A gamer.
Yes,
What?
he's out there.
A
He
Call
will put
of Duty
himself.
gamer?
He will put himself out there.
That's fine.
For his team.
Like it's fucking the last game, every game.
I feel
of his
like
career.
he is a. Oh man, I feel bad even making that comparison. Jared Goff is fucking dog shit.
I agree with you.
It is.
But Jared
nothing
Goff.
more than a blessing that he is a starting quarterback on any
Here's
fucking
why
team.
I would take Jared Goff over Baker Mayfield. Because Jared Goff is obviously capable enough to listen to a coach to get to a Super Bowl.
Are you comparing him? To
Where Baker can't get away or outside of himself
I don't know.
and
about that.
fucking go and dive and fucking throw and dude, look, man, you can have Baker the gamer. I'll take Jared Goff, the guy who got me to a Super Bowl. Hey, he didn't win, but he at least gave me a shot. What has Baker ever done? I'm on my pedestal now.
Listen,
You
I
put me
just
there.
don't. Here's the thing: you can't compare
Jared
just because
Goff.
Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl.
I understand. I'm not saying Jared Goff is capable of going back.
Jared Goff
By himself.
didn't go to the Super Bowl because of Jared Goff.
Right. I completely agree. But do I think Baker could go to a Super Bowl with the Rams with a McVay-led team? No, I do not. Because he cannot not get hurt. He cannot not fucking be the just throwing it fucking wild, going nuts. He can't. He can't get out of away from himself. He gets hurt on the dumbest shit.
Yeah, he
Tell
does
me-
take.
tell
But, I
me.
mean, but you're saying with a better offensive line, do you think he's a better quarterback?
That offensive line's pretty goddamn good.
They are pretty good, but Baker needs more time. Does he not?
I
Or does another
Obviously,
quarterback
the
not
running
need
backs
as much
get-
time?
no. Obviously, the running backs get enough
Well,
time.
run blocking,
Run
not
blocking,
pass
to-
blocking.
blah,
No,
blah,
no, no,
fucking blah.
no.
Bullshit.
No, not
Bullshit.
bullshit. Run blocking is not pass blocking.
I understand. I was a lineman there for a while. Okay,
Very short
I
period
know
of time.
one goes
Run-
forward, one steps back. Okay,
That's
there's
not exactly how it goes, but
there is not that much of a difference. There is
Listen, hold on. No, there's a huge difference.
There's not that much of a difference. If you have a good
The
run
difference is
scheme,
night and day.
you should be able to run play action very well to get your guys open. He has a top tier receiver in OBJ. He can't
No.
get the ball to.
No, I told
okay.
you this.
They made the trade.
OBJ.
They gave up what they gave to get it to him.
I don't even know if he's in the top 25.
Not currently.
I mean, he's. I told you last year.
He was the
wasn't gonna be good.
fastest ever to reach it was 10,000 yards or something.
You're talking about a real Icarus with OBJ. Or not Icarus. Was it? Who flew too close to the sun?
Hey man,
Is that Icarus?
I
don't
probably-
know, man. He
I don't know.
Flew too
I
close
couldn't
to the
tell you.
sun. Had a great season. Rose to whatever the fuck he rose to, and now he's doo doo. He's not going to be good again.
he had some good seasons.
Are
you telling me
he
that-
may get to another team and have a couple good plays and a couple breakouts or this, that, and the third, but another solid season never happens again. Never happens again for OBJ.
Either way, Jarvis Landry's a great receiver.
Jarvis Landry is their best receiver.
Njoku's a good tight end. Hooper was great before he
I don't
got
know
there.
what the fuck happened to Hooper?
Yeah, Hooper fell off and died when he got there. So, I mean, if it was me, I'm taking Jared because he at least was good enough to listen to McVay. Now, obviously, McVay in the scheme.
That's because Jared's like basically Jared's a Pinocchio.
He also had Todd Gurley in one of the greatest rushing seasons I've ever
Jared
fucking
Goff
seen.
is like on string. He is Pinocchio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
But I'm closing it out. That's it. We're done here. An hour and a half. We're too far. I got kids coming home. I got shit to do.
oh boys, that was good.
Yeah. You guys have a good week. Do you have anything?
Nah, man, just enjoy your week.
All right. Enjoy your week.
Get ready.
It's daylight.
Wait, I was about to
savings
say, get ready
time?
for Christmas. Start getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Don't skip the.
Yeah, dude. We're about to lose another hour.
Yeah. We lose an hour this weekend. So have fun with that.
It's gonna be dark at like 4:30 now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good weekend. Peace.
Peace.
Have you heard? Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for listening.